So, how do narcissists feel, or what happens when they see you happy with someone else, or when they hear that you're happy with someone else? Like, what goes on in their mind? How do they act? What did they do? That's what we're talking about today, y'all. If you're new here, my name is Lee Hammock. I'm a diagnosed narcissist, here to give you the perspective of a narcissist. And welcome to another episode of the Narcissist Code. Y'all know what? I just realized I say the word narcissist a lot at the beginning of the video. I was just like, how do narcissists feel? How do narcissists act? This we're talking about today. Narcissist. I'm a narcissist. Mind of a narcissist. Narcissist. Sound like damn Candyman. You remember say, if you look in the mirror and say Candyman 3 times, he hops out. Same thing happened with narcissist. If you say narcissist 3 times in the mirror, you're gonna get one chasing you. you're going to attract one. I promise you. I can promise you that you're gonna attract one, even if that's not your intent. But how do narcissists act? Or what happens when they see you happy with someone else? So this could go a few different ways. And I think people are going to understand that this can go a few different ways, because no two narcissists are the same. Notice I said think. I think that goes without saying that no two narcissists are the same. So some narcissistic people, when they see how you happy with someone else, some of them are not going to care. Let's be real. There's the very small percentage that some of them will not care, because they're so entitled. Their egos are so big that they think you downgraded. No matter what happens, you can look that your narcissistic ex could be the bummiest of bums, and you move on to the most successful, handsome, beautiful, rich, powerful person in the world, and they'll be like, "You got my sloppy seconds." I'm better than you in some way. They won't care, right? Because their egos are the delusional ego of narcissists tends to provide this weird shield or this weird cover for them, and won't allow them to see the truth of what they're actually doing and what they're actually experiencing or what is actually going on. And you know what I mean? So that becomes a big part of what happens, of what goes on. Like, some of them will not care, right? I don't make the rules, y'all. I'm not trying to hurt your feelings. I know people's like, Lee, that made my heart drop when you said some of them might not care. Some of you may die, but that's a chance I'm willing to take. Lord Farquhar, Shrek 1. But that happens. Some of them will not care, y'all. And it doesn't mean that you didn't matter to them. It just means that their egos are too big, too huge, blocking out their egos block out the sun. It's like a damn narcissistic eclipse. Like the sun goes out when narcissists are around. You ever seen what's that movie? I think it was White Chicks, when Terry Crews walked into the sun and he's like, "Hey, what happened to the sun?" He's like, "Hey, white chocolate." That type of stuff right there. That's what happens when narcissists come into your life. They block out the sun. They eclipse you. But that's a piece of what goes on, y'all. I'm serious. A lot of narcissistic people, like I said, will not care. But on the flip side, some of them will care. Some of them will absolutely care. And I know y'all like, yep. That's what we want to hear, Lee, because we want to know that we matter. I get that, right? But some of them will care because and lose their damn minds, right? Some of them will absolutely care. And because they care so much, they will lose their ever-loving minds. They will. They absolutely will. They're rootin' tootin' out because they think that you still belong to them. They think that there's still some type of ownership dynamic going on there, right? They think that so much is going on here in this space that they cannot relinquish their ownership rights over you. So some of them will lose their minds. I will say this right here though. It does depend on how they see you or where they see you, or even if they see you at all. Sometimes it can be word of mouth. Like, some of your friends or a flying monkey might go back to them. Like, the flying monkey might flap their little flying monkey wings and go back to the narcissistic person and tell the narcissist that they saw you happy with someone else. Like, I saw your ex skipping down Main Street with a new boo. And y'all in different cities, y'all in different parts of the world, they might care, and it might ruin their damn day. It very well. It might ruin their whole entire day when if they see you happy with someone else or they find out you're happy with someone else. But I've heard this could go a few different ways, y'all. If they see you in public happy with someone else, sometimes they can absolutely have a visceral reaction. They can lose their damn minds. They absolutely can. Sometimes they can and will lose their damn minds. Like, I've heard stories before. People have messaged me before. Like, Lee, you're not going to believe this happened. Like, I was walking down, and this happened in California. I was walking down somewhere. I'm California ignorant, y'all. I was walking down this place. You know what happened? My ex saw me with my new person, and he fought my new partner. Even though it's been a year, we've been a year no contact. I haven't seen this person, haven't talked to this person. I blocked them everywhere, so they might have been trying to reach out to me. They saw me and my new person downtown LA, and they beat I don't think they said she beat him up. They got into a fight. And the new boo ended up breaking up with her. He was like, look, I can't deal with this. If you got crazy ass exes out there like that'll try to fight me on sight, they don't know me, never spoke to me, and they just like literally squared up and hit him. Like swung on him. Like soon as the dude didn't even know it was coming. They walking down the street. The girl knew. She saw her ex, and the ex was like, bow, hit the dude. Dude recovered, and I guess he got some good licks in or whatever. But he broke up with her. He's like, man, hell no. You got exes out here that's crazy like that? No, I can't do it. So she lost her new relationship because her ex was unhappy. Well, her ex lost his damn mind because she was out there happy with someone else. That can't happen. Because if they see you in public happy with someone else and they're by themselves, yeah, they could try to make a scene. They absolutely could. They could try to make a scene. Now, sometimes, right, if you're walking down the street with your new boo, or you were sitting at your favorite restaurant in Paris, having some kombucha, having a nice cup of kombucha, and your narcissistic ex sees you, they might skedaddle across the street. They might not say something to you. Some narcissists are passive aggressive cowards. They'll just skedaddle. They won't say anything to you. It will affect them. They will be sad. They'll be angry. They'll be hurt. Their hearts will drop into the bottom of their stomachs, but they will absolutely, their hearts may drop to the bottom of their stomachs, but they might not say anything to you at all. They might just disappear into the wilderness. They might just disappear. You never hear from them again. That could happen. That's a possibility of what could happen as well, right? So yeah, they could absolutely lose their damn minds and try to fight you. But some of them will just skedaddle across the street. Other times, if they see you on Facebook or Instagram, posted up with your new person, posted up with your next, with somebody who's making you actually happy, you're genuinely happy after this abusive, toxic relationship. Sometimes, guess what happens, y'all? Guess what I'm going to say right here. Did you guess? Okay. Sometimes they'll try to hoover you. They might not say anything to you in public. If they see you online or in public or whatever, happy with somebody else, sometimes that could trigger a hoover. They might actually start to try to hoover you or get back into your life in some way, shape, or form. That could absolutely happen. It could. It really could happen. They could absolutely start losing their damn minds and try to hoover you back in after all of this has happened. They could try to hoover you back in, like, regardless. Like, they'll start messaging you or calling you or texting you, popping up at your house, popping up at your job, sending you stuff to your work, whatever. They might try to, if they see you happy with someone else, they might start to try to hoover you back in. It will lead. That would never work. It does work, y'all. I'm sorry. This is not me picking on anybody that this has worked on, but it has worked before. They see you happy with someone else, and then all of a sudden they start trying to hoover you. They start telling you what you want to hear. They start telling you they start telling you that they've been doing the things that you always wanted them to do. Like, that's what happens. And then guess what? Some of y'all are still trauma bonded to them, haven't healed. And then you leave your new relationship and go back to this toxic ass bastard. And guess what happens? You, sooner or later, that toxic ass bastard reveals their true character, that they really haven't changed, and then you realize you lost a good person to go back to your toxic ass ex. And I still do my one-on-ones over Zoom, right? I still do my one-on-ones over Zoom, mentalhealness.net, for those. And this is like, say, I've done so many one-on-ones over Zoom with people that this has actually happened to. They've left their new partners, or They start cheating on their new partners with their toxic narcissistic ex. And then guess what happens? They ruin their new relationships by leaving or cheating and getting caught. And then guess what? They lose a good person. And then the narcissistic ex just goes back to doing what led to the breakup in the first place. They go back proving the point that nothing has changed, and it leaves you depressed. That leaves the person who left their new relationship for their old toxic abusive ex depressed, because the new person is not going to take you back. They try to, well, I believe the new person, they wouldn't take me back. Like, why wouldn't they take you back? You left them for somebody else. Why would they take you back? They're not going to trust you. They're not going to trust you. You see what I'm saying? So sometimes they might actually start to try to hoover you after this has went down, after this has happened. They might try to suck you back into the relationship dynamic because of this stuff, because of what's going on, right? So don't, like I said, because they see you happy with someone else, they don't want your happiness. They could just, when they see or hear that you're happy with someone else, guess what happens? Sometimes they'll just send you a nice little message and just say, good to see you happy. I always wanted the best for you. I always wanted the best for you. Sucks that it couldn't have been us. Sucks that it's not me making you happy, but I always wanted you to be happy. By the way, I want to get my hair cut. By the way, I stopped beating women. By the way, I stopped having babies with other people. By the way, I'm in therapy. By the way, went back to school. By the way, I started working. By the way, I started twerking. You see what I'm saying? Twerking. Ignore the twerking part, y'all. I just got carried away. I got carried away. You got to deal with it. But yeah, by the way, so does this work on a lot of people? Yeah, y'all. I'm just telling you, it absolutely does work. And people do go back into the toxicity because they miss the person. The person tricks them into coming back, and you ruin your life, and then you end up sad as hell because it happened. Because now you're mad as hell, because now you're pissed off that you gave this person another chance when they didn't deserve another chance. I've seen this happen time and time again. So if you're happy with someone else and your narcissistic ex tries to hoover you, do not fall for the hoover. I don't give a damn what they say, how many changes they've made. Even if you have kids with them, if you're happy with someone else and this new person is treating your kids well, don't leave your new good person for a toxic, abusive ex to keep the family together. Whatever, don't do that, because you end up ruining your life. Your kids will be sad as hell. They'll be happy. They may be happy for a little while to get back with your ex, but then when you break up again, you just re-traumatize the kids. I get it. I really do get it. But sometimes they try to hoover you. Sometimes they get pissed off. You're not with them for a reason, right? You're absolutely, positively not with them for a reason. So understand, y'all, it is healing season. When I say it's healing season, I mean that. It is healing season. It's time to heal. It's time to grow. It's time to progress forward, because that's what we're doing from this point on. We're not allowing toxic narcissistic exes to dictate our future when we are happy with someone else. Even if you're not happy with someone else, even if you're happy by yourself, don't let them dictate your future. Don't let loneliness or the fear of missing out on your old partner ruin your new relationship or ruin your future. Anyways, y'all, thank y'all for vibing with me, y'all. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Again, check out mentalhealness.net. Scroll, it's on the bottom of the screen for everything Lee Hammock, my one-on-ones, my coaching, my courses are still available as well, y'all. The courses are helping a lot of people. You can check my courses out on mentalhealness.net. Enter code MOTHERS, MOTHERS, is Mother's Day month, for 50% off the courses and whatnot, y'all. It's a great deal. It's not super expensive anyway, and the reviews are in. Thank y'all for taking the course. I really appreciate every single one of y'all. And join the support group as well, y'all. Mental Healness is out. Peace. Before you leave, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't. It just helps us reach more people. Also, everything I have is available at mentalhealness.net. My coaching, my courses. I have a couple of courses that can help you understand and help you heal. And I also have a support group, all available at mentalhealness.net. Check my site out for everything, y'all, and I will see y'all later.